We're all looking for ways to be able to work with our students both at home and in school at the same time. So the purpose of this video is going to be to give you some strategies using Note to be able to help you seamlessly engage your learners in both places. In a previous video, we talked about the different modes, how to work right from your panel, how to work remotely from a desktop or laptop or another device, and how to get back and forth to your desktop. The shortcut for navigating between the panel Note and your desktop mode is this monitor. So by selecting that and coming over here to your desktop, you'll be able to take and use on here anything that you need. The key to remember is that anything you mark up when you're in the desktop mode will not be permanent. So the first thing I want to show you, in addition to being able to go back and forth between these two pieces, is on the menu over here, the little circle with an N in it. By selecting that, it will bring you back to Note. Just like the monitor down here will bring you to your desktop. So for this particular demonstration, I pulled a document already that I wanted to be able to open up, okay? And in this document, as I'm scrolling through, perhaps looking at things that I want to be able to utilize for students, I'm going to look at these particular Regents documents, okay? I want to be able to show my students how to determine if this is in fact a level 4, 3, 2, or 1, right? So I've got it up here in Adobe. Let's just say I wanted to grab something off of Google or whatever it might be. The bottom line is that if you are in desktop mode, you have options to a mouse click, you have options to a pen that you can make any color you want to. Now I could easily right now here, I can take and I can highlight, right? And I can circle words and I can annotate here. But again, as I said, it's not permanent. By clicking back into Note and going back to my desktop, you see the annotation disappears. If I had this and I had circled or underlined different pieces that I was working on, and I selected the mouse click, it would disappear. So it's great if you want to take and point something out really quickly to use those annotation tools. But you might find another tool that would be helpful is underneath the eraser, the hammer and the wrench. That's going to bring up a menu of more tools. And if you grab the fourth one over that looks like the blue screen with the scissors, it's going to bring you to some options here that are for taking a screenshot. So the first image here is going to allow me to screenshot the entire screen. The second option is going to let me take part of a screenshot of the screen, but it will be in rectangular format. The third option you see in the middle will, by clicking that option, allow me to just draw a circle around whatever I want to capture. And then the arrows to move the menu around, and finally the power option to close out that particular menu. So I'll show you what each of these looks like. The first being a screenshot. It will bring the entire screen, including my PDF menu and everything else that you see here. It will all come over with it. I don't really want that. So I'm going to undo. And this time I'm going to screenshot just a portion by selecting the second option. And here it will allow me to click and drag, whether with my mouse in preparation mode or at the panel with my finger or marker. Hit the check mark to say yes. And then I have the ability to take and look at this option here. If I were really being quick about it, I could, in fact, just take and do the third option, which here is going to allow me to just draw a line around what I need and try to round out part of it there so you can see what I've got. Here, it's going to take and it's going to give me exactly how I drew. Now, once I've got these here in my note, they're what I want, I can close out my screenshot menu. And now I have some text to be able to work with. I can resize it if I wanted to by selecting it, and then I can resize it. I could take and then write under it with whatever tools I wanted to. So now here I could make those circles and underlines if I wanted to do that, just like I was doing in desktop mode. I could also use, from my writing tools, the highlighter. The highlighter will give me the ability to go through and highlight any particular words that I want to, or pieces of information that I want. What's nice about this, by bringing it as a screenshot into Note, you will then be able to take and go to your options, more options menu in your toolbar, and you can export your finished product as a PDF if you wanted to, and then take this along with all of your other notes that you might have in fact recorded here, over the course of your lesson. By going to those tools options, again, export, you could go to PDF, and it would in fact allow you to save this entire screen so that you can put it into Canvas for students to use. Hopefully, this will be a little bit of information that will help you in terms of being able to annotate both on the desktop as well as to screenshot and bring items from the internet back into Note where you can then make it more permanent. Hopefully these options will help you as you continue on your adventure of preparing for simultaneous hybrid instruction.